On a moonless night in a forgotten corner of Tokyo, the shadows whispered tales of Teke Teke, a vengeful spirit prowling the train tracks. In life, she had been a Kiko, a timid schoolgirl. Cruelty drove her to the tracks where a train cleaved her in two. Her bullies had laughed heartily, a sound echoing through time and space. Now, Tokyo knew a different story. Teke Teke, named after the haunting sound of her elbows dragging across the ground, had become a relentless specter seeking retribution. Azura, once the ringleader, lived with the guilt hidden under layers of success and lies. One evening, returning from a celebratory dinner, his usual charisma was swallowed by an unexpected chill hanging in the air. The streets whispered their secrets, rustling through the trees that stood like sentinels of a Kiko's grudge. Azura, oblivious to the boundaries between the living and the damned, stepped onto the quiet train platform. The flickering lights grew dim, casting ominous shadows. Suddenly, a chilling breeze swept through, carrying with it a stench of rust and decay. He was alone, save for the sinister scraping sound that began to echo around the platform. Panic surged through Azura as the sound grew louder, closer, and more frantic. He turned to see her, a ghastly visage pulling towards him, half-formed yet relentless. Her eyes gleamed with the fire of a soul tormented. In terror, Azura stumbled back, scrambling towards the ticket gate. "Help," he croaked, but his voice was swallowed by the oppressive silence that ensnared him. Teke Teke moved with unnatural speed, her form a blur in the cold neon. Through twisted lips, a question emerged, her voice a whisper laced with venom. "Why didn't you help?" Azura shuddered, desperate to flee but rooted in place by an unseen force. His mind raced back to that fateful day, the laughter, the horror, a scene he had buried deep. The train roared in the distance, a ghostly reminder of the past converging with the present. Time seemed to pause as Teke Teke's eyes locked onto his. Hatred became a palpable force. With a final, heart-stopping cry for mercy, Azura knew there would be none. As the train approached, the crescendo of past sins and present fears met. In the emptiness of the station, the lights flickered back to life, and the sound of the train's clatter faded, leaving nothing but the eerie promise of Teke Teke's relentless pursuit.